Step forth, brave soul, and enter part 1 of the mythical Quiztopia Gauntlet. Face 50 trials spanning gods, monsters, and legends from across the mythic world. Let the gauntlet begin. Question 1. Which Celtic god ruled the realm of Annwn, the otherworld of the dead? The correct answer is Aron. Aron was the lord of Annwn, a mystical paradise and realm of the dead in Welsh mythology. Question 2. After giving birth to the fire deity Kagutsushi, this creator goddess became the first being to experience death. The correct answer is Izanagi. Izanagi's Mythology at a river created Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo from his cleansed features. Question 3. Which deity is known for wielding thunderbolts and ruling from Mount Olympus? The correct answer is Zeus. Zeus's weapon of choice, the thunderbolt, was forged by the Cyclopes. Question 4. Which Norse god sacrificed an eye for wisdom? The correct answer is Odin. Odin is known as the All-Father and ruler of Asgard. Question 5. Which Egyptian god was later merged with Ra to form a powerful creator deity? The correct answer is Amun. Amun's name means the Hidden One, reflecting his unseen power. Question 6. Which Norse god wields the hammer Mjolnir? The correct answer is Thor. Thor is the Norse god of thunder and strength. Question 7. Which god was associated with mummification and the afterlife? The correct answer is Anubis. Anubis was depicted as a jackal-headed deity guiding souls to judgment. Question 8. Which Celtic god was associated with healing, light, and the sun? The correct answer is Belinus. Belinus was often compared to Apollo by Roman writers due to his solar and healing aspects. Question 9. This youngest of Izanagi's 3 precious children was born when his father washed his nose during a purification ritual after escaping Yomi. The correct answer is Susanoo. He is one of the Sankishi, 3 precious children, alongside the sun goddess Amaterasu and the moon god Tsukuyomi. Question 10. Which god is known as the ruler of the sea and the creator of horses? The correct answer is Poseidon. Poseidon created horses from sea foam and is often depicted riding a chariot pulled by them. Question 11. Which Egyptian god was the personification of the earth? The correct answer is Geb. Geb was known as the father of snakes in Egyptian mythology. Question 12. Which Celtic god is often depicted with antlers and associated with nature and wild animals? The correct answer is Cernunnos. Cernunnos is frequently shown with stag antlers, representing his deep connection to the natural world. Question 13. Which Which Norse god lost his hand to the wolf Fenrir? The correct answer is Tyr. Tyr is the Norse god of law, justice, and war. Question 14. This deity of wisdom and intelligence was entrusted with the task of devising a plan to lure Amaterasu out when she hid in the heavenly rock cave. The correct answer is Omoikene. His name means having the wisdom and thoughtfulness of many people, and he is seen as the ultimate strategist in the Shinto pantheon. Question 15. Which god ruled the underworld and rarely left it, unlike his Olympian siblings? The correct answer is Hades. Hades governed the realm of the dead, but was not considered evil, just strict. Question 16. Which figure in mythology was known for carrying a club that could both kill and revive? The correct answer is Dagda. Dagda's club was so powerful it could slay 9 men with one end and bring them back to life with the other. Question 17. This god of physical strength and power was the one who hid behind the door of the heavenly rock cave, ready to restore the sun. The correct answer is Amenotajikarau. His name, Amenotajikarau, literally means heaven hand power male, or God with the power of a man's hand from heaven. Question 18. Which god is associated with music, prophecy, and the sun? The correct answer is Apollo. Apollo was the god of many arts and drove the chariot of the sun across the sky. Question 19. Which Norse god is associated with light and purity? The correct answer is Balder. Balder is the god of light, beauty, and purity. Question 20. Which Egyptian god was known as the falcon-headed god of the sky? The correct answer is Horus. Horus was depicted as a falcon-headed deity. Question 21. Which Norse god is associated with poetry and eloquence? The correct answer is Bragi. Bragi is the Norse god of poetry and eloquence. Question 22. Which god represents the brutal and chaotic nature of war? The correct answer is Ares. Ares was feared for his bloodlust and lack of strategy in battle. Question 23. Which Egyptian god was believed to shape humans on a potter's wheel? The correct answer is Khnum. Khnum was believed to fashion humans on a potter's wheel. Question 24. This god is recognizable by his monstrous Oni-like appearance. Green skin, wild red hair, and a large inflated bag of wind slung over his shoulders. The correct answer is Fujin. He is one of the eldest Shinto gods, but his iconography, featuring the wind bag, is thought to have originated from the Greek wind god Boreas via the Silk Road. Question 25. Which Celtic god was often depicted with a tree and a bull, possibly symbolizing sacrifice? The correct answer is Esus.
Esus is often shown chopping a tree next to a bull, suggesting mysterious sacrificial rites.
Question 26.
This deity of thunder, lightning and storms is instantly recognizable by the taiko drums surrounding him, which he beats to create thunder.
The correct answer is Raijin.
The drums are often marked with the tomo symbol, a comma-like shape that is a common emblem in Shinto and Buddhist art, representing the dynamic rotation of life.
Question 27.
Which god ruled over the underworld and the afterlife?
The correct answer is Osiris.
Osiris was ruler of the underworld and judge of the dead.
Question 28.
Which Celtic god was known as a master smith capable of crafting unbreakable weapons?
The correct answer is Goibniu.
Goibniu's weapons were so perfect, they never missed their mark and never needed repair.
Question 29.
Which Norse god is associated with justice and reconciliation?
The correct answer is Forseti.
Forseti is the Norse god of justice and reconciliation.
Question 30.
Which god was the master blacksmith and divine craftsman of Mount Olympus?
The correct answer is Hephaestus.
Hephaestus forged the weapons and armor of the gods, including Zeus's thunderbolts.
Question 31.
Which Egyptian god represented air and was responsible for separating sky and earth?
The correct answer is Shu.
Shu personified air and the space between earth and sky.
Question 32.
Which Norse god guards the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge?
The correct answer is Heimdall.
Heimdall is the watchman of the gods guarding Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge.
Question 33.
Which god served as a messenger for the Olympians and guided souls to the underworld?
The correct answer is Hermes.
Hermes was the psychopomp, leading the dead to Hades while also delivering divine messages.
Question 34.
As the kami of rice, agriculture, fertility and general prosperity, this god is one of the most widely worshipped deities in all of Japan.
The correct answer is Inari.
More than 1/3, over 40,000 of all registered Shinto shrines in Japan are dedicated to Inari.
Question 35.
Which Celtic god was known for his mastery of many arts, including crafting, battle and poetry?
The correct answer is Lugh.
Lugh was called the Many-Skilled because he excelled in every craft and art imaginable.
Question 36.
This highly popular deity of war and archery is commonly regarded as the deified spirit of the 15th Emperor of Japan, Ojin.
The correct answer is Hachiman.
The name Hachiman means God of the 8 banners, referring to the 8 heavenly banners that appeared to signal the emperor's birth.
Question 37.
Which god is associated with wine, theatre and ecstatic celebration?
The correct answer is Dionysus.
Dionysus inspired both joyful revelry and chaotic madness.
Question 38.
Which god was considered the sun god and king of all gods?
The correct answer is Ra.
Ra sailed across the sky in a solar boat each day.
Question 39.
Which Norse god is known as the Silent One?
The correct answer is Vidar.
Vidar is a son of Odin, associated with vengeance and silence.
Question 40.
Which Celtic sea god was known for his magical boat and cloak of invisibility?
The correct answer is Manannan MacLear.
Manannan's boat could sail without oars, and his cloak made him invisible to enemies.
Question 41.
Which crocodile-headed god is associated with strength and the Nile?
The correct answer is Sobek.
Sobek was a crocodile god of the Nile.
Question 42.
This powerful deity is known as a god of thunder, swords, and martial arts, and is the main deity of the ancient Kashima shrine.
The correct answer is Takamikazuchi.
His name can be translated as Brave Mighty Thunderbolt Man, and he is one of the most powerful warrior gods.
Question 43.
Which Celtic god lost his arm in battle and was later fitted with a magical silver one?
The correct answer is Nuada.
Nuada's silver arm was crafted by the god of smiths, Goibniu, allowing him to return as king.
Question 44.
Which figure in Norse mythology was born solely to avenge the death of Balder?
The correct answer is Vali.
Vali is a son of Odin, born for vengeance.
Question 45.
Which god is known as the deity of healing and medicine in Greek mythology?
The correct answer is Asclepius.
Asclepius became so skilled at healing that he was believed capable of raising the dead.
Question 46.
Which god is often depicted as a winged youth, armed with a bow and arrows of love?
The correct answer is Eros.
Eros's arrows could spark love or indifference, depending on their type.
Question 47.
Which Norse god was tricked into killing his brother Balder?
The correct answer is Hodor.
Hodor was the blind god of darkness in Norse myth.
Question 48.
Which Celtic god is often associated with thunder, storms, and the wheel?
The correct answer is Taranis.
Taranis' name is rooted in the Proto-Celtic word for thunder, and he's often depicted with a wheel and lightning.
Question 49.
The birth of this god of fire and volcanoes was so disastrous that it fatally burned his mother Izanami, leading to her death and descent to Yomi.
The correct answer is Kagutsuchi.
He is one of the most tragic and pivotal figures in Japanese mythology, as his birth marks the transition from creation to death and corruption.
Well done, Challenger. You've crossed the halfway mark of the mythical Quiztopia Gauntlet. 50 questions behind you, 50 more to go. Drop your score in the comments and gear up for part 2.